In a moment in time, one man on a lonely planet sits and contemplates the meaning of the state of his country and planet. In the mediocrity of his life, he watches an episode of a TV program from the past. He watches it intently and contemplates similarity from a 60s TV show and current times. In this moment, you realize you've entered a different dimension. You've entered the After Bedtime podcast. Good evening, everyone. Tonight I want to talk about a Twilight Zone episode, The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, okay? This episode came out in the early 60s, and in this episode it starts off as a flash of light in the sky happens, and everyone looks up and kind of confused at what happens. And as everything starts going around, people start to watch each other and accuse each other of being monsters from outer space. And as the day continues, the mob gathers around each other's house and they're insinuating and accusing each other of doing weird things. And in the end, everyone is pretty much just rioting and attacking each other and killing each other. And then we see at the end of it all, and there is going to be a spoiler because this is made back in the 60s. If you ain't seen it by now, then it's not my fault. It's plain and simple right there. But in the end, we see these aliens outside their UFO, and they're explaining how easy it was to manipulate people and just take over a planet this way, because it's just it was just easy to just let them fight themselves than have to fight them themselves. If that makes any sense to you, that the aliens would rather that we humans fought ourselves than fought the aliens, and so they use different techniques to make us fight each other and fight ourselves. And the thing that made it crazy for me is that, we hold up a mirror to it, 50 years later, I can see these very things happening now with the unrest and the rioting that I've seen all across this country and in the world. I mean, I can only ask if this is being done to us now with the whole COVID-19 thing that made it even easier for them to take over us and make us turn on each other. I mean, to walk up to a total stranger and demand to know where their mask is are scary and are now just completely weird. I mean, we're living in a Twilight Zone episode right now. The monsters are done. They've come. They've gone. They've done what they had to do, and we're rioting against each other right now as we speak. They have finished the jobs on Maple Street, and we've forgotten who we are and where we live and what it meant, saying to be Americans and to be regular, normal people. Either way, if you haven't seen this episode, it's on Netflix. Watch it. The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, Twilight Zone episode, Season 1. I forgot exactly which episode it is, but you'll see the title there in the Netflix description. Let me know what you think in the comments below after you watch that show, because, I mean, to me, the similarities of then and now are just uncanny. And it's just crazy. So, I mean, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you liked it. As Maple Street burns, I'll see you guys next time after bedtime. Good night, everybody.